Welcome to the Play for Life Comics FOC Show for February 4th, 2023. Brandon's feeling a little under the weather tonight, so I'm going to be stepping in and trying to complete this for him. Hopefully I'll be able to do a good job and give you guys what you need to know about books coming out here about 3 to 5 weeks out that you can order through us. We will have an attached Google form that you can fill out to order books, anything you like on here. We're just putting a smattering of books, though. We don't put every book that's available for FOC. We focus on first issues, keys, first appearances, things like that. We do have a place on the order form, though, for you to fill out for any other book that we have available this week for FOC, and you can find those books, if it's anything but DC, on previewsworld.com, or if it's DC, you can do it through lunardistribution.com. So we're going to go ahead and get started with tonight's show. First book we have up is an Image book called Phantom Road, #1. It's about a man who's a long-haul truck driver trying to stay ahead of all the bad things from his past. He stops one night to help a friend. Been in a massive crash. They pull an artifact from the wreckage of the crash that throws their lives for a loop. All of a sudden, the typical midnight run a trucker makes turns into a frantic journey through a surreal world where Dom and Birdie find themselves the quarry of strange and impossible monsters. So it sounds like it's going to be a really interesting take on the traditional trucker kind of story. Jeff Lemire is the writer, and of course he's really well known for a lot of the stuff he's done. Bone Orchard, Little Monsters, stuff like that. We got here A cover Gabriel Hernandez Walta, B cover Jeff Lemire, and C cover Javier Fernandez. Moving on to Buffy the Last Vampire Slayer special. This is a one-shot. It says it's been over 4 years and Buffy, Angel, and Thess have been living in relative peace. But we know that peace is not going to last forever. Tara might not be dead, but they're hoping for her staying among the living, and strange new vampires have been sighted. So to get to the bottom of this new threat, they're going to have to head underground and face the horrifying true cause of the decline in vampire activity. We've got our Ario Anandito cover. Really nice painted Justin Florentino cover. Notice these books do have a higher price though, because it's a one shot, $7.99 a piece. Another new book through Dark Horse Comics, Clear, short mini series, 3 books. Says in the not too far distant future, people no longer see the world as it really is, because there is a neurological filter they put in your brain so you can see the world any way you want to see it. If you want to see it in old Hollywood monochrome, if you want to see it as an anime world, if you want to see it as a zombie apocalypse. However, some people, such as Sam Dunes, has decided to live life without a filter. So when one of his old flames is killed and that death reveals foul play, Sam sets off on a wild and twisting mystery that will take him from the city's deadly underworld to even deadlier heights of wealth and power. And this is going to be a new series by Scott Snyder and Francis Manipool. There are multiple Manipool covers, so make sure you pay attention when you use the order form on which one of these particular covers you're going to be ordering. You've got here the A cover, B cover, once again Francis Manipool, C cover, D cover. I sort of like that one with almost the neon effect to it. You have a foil variant of the A cover. And we have a Cliff Chang FOC reveal. These books also have a little higher price. You notice $5.99 a piece. Skull and Bones. This is another Dark Horse book. It's going to be based on a Ubisoft video game. It's going to be a pirate-based video game, so they're having a comic series here to go out along with it. It's called Skull and Bones. Merchant vessels out on the high seas when it's attacked by pirates. Unfortunately, in the middle of the fight between the people on the boat and the pirates, a typhoon comes along, washes them all ashore on some island desolate in the middle of the Indian Ocean. And now they're going to have to figure out what's going on the island where that they're on and survive. So we've got the first A cover by Pius Bach. I hope I'm saying that right. I think there's only one cover for that book. Next we have Star Wars High Republic Adventures, Jedi Quest #1. This is a one-shot. Notice a one-shot price, $5.99. On the ancient world of Angkor, the Force works in unseen ways. So they send a legendary Jedi Knight named Barnabas Vim, and this is his first appearance, and his intrepid Padawan Bly arrive on the mysterious world seeking an ancient artifact of the Force. They quickly find out, however, they have a lot more than they bargained for. So the question is, just what is the mysterious Echo Stone? Possibly a first appearance of that also. And what does its existence mean to the continued survival of all those who call Angkor home? You see right here we have an A cover, Tom Fowler. B cover, once again, previewsworld.com is a great place to go to see these things. A lot of the covers will be put up later in the week. B cover is FICO Osseo. On the Marvel, we've got Avengers 66. This is the end of this big multiverse spanning Avengers story. So finally we say, in the dark heart of the battle to save the multiverse, no one would dare stand up to all these Avengers that have been collected across the multiverse. But one person does dare, and that one person is Mephisto. And we're finally going to find out the extent of the plan that he has for the multiverse. And the Avengers are going to have to deal with his threat now. So we've got an A cover, Javier Garron. B cover, Daniel Hainsworth wraparound cover. C cover, Stefano Caselli connecting cover. D cover, they're starting these, and guys, there's a great collection of these. Going to be going through some of our books and some books that were not featured on the show, though. These Alex Ross Timeless variants that are featuring this time the villains of the MCU. And we've got a D cover, which is the Federico Vincenti Stormbreaker variant. Next Marvel book is Bloodline #2. We know that Brielle was introduced in #1 as the sort of unknown daughter of Blade. Now she's in a new school, in a new place. Her powers are starting to come in, and they're starting to cause a lot of problems, such as her having the vampire hunger. And on top of that, finally, Daddy appears. This is going to be the first meeting between Blade and Briella. So this is the A cover, Karen Darbo. B cover, Betsy Cola. C cover, Ivan Tao. And D cover, they're doing a lot of these starting this month also with the Women's History Month covers and Peach Momoko. Moon Knight 21. I'm going to read you what it says here because this is sort of the synopsis of this one. A sinister Pied Piper plays a deadly tune, one that spells death and chaos to all that hear it. Moon Knight and his companions are put in an impossible situation. How do you fight someone whose will is not their own? So it's going to be a new storyline for Moon Knight here. Steven Segovia A cover. Really great. I really like this cover. Probably one of the best covers I saw this week other than the Alex Ross Timeless. Nice painted cover by Alex Horley. Next book is New Mutants, Lethal Legion. They're bringing back the New Mutants. Someone is trying to recreate a new Lethal Legion, and it will be up to the youngest heroes of Krakoa to step up and take on this new threat. It's going to feature Wolfsbane Karma, along with a newcomer called Escapade. So we're going to see some brand new characters being introduced here. And this is A cover, Javier Fernandez. B cover, featuring looks like a lot of the pets of MCU, now Fuji. C cover, really nice magic cover there by Greg Land. And a D cover by Luana Vecchio. On to Predator. They're restarting now a second part of the Predator storyline. It says, on a planet far from Earth, 8 strangers find themselves in a deadly game. But this time the Predators aren't the only ones on the hunt. Someone has the Yaujada in their sights, and they've been searching for this game preserve for a long time. So it's going to be a new story, and it says it's going to turn everything you know about the Predators on its head. So we've got a Giuseppe Camicoli cover. Bjorn Barons, I know they don't have it up here, but he tends to really knock a lot of these type covers out of the park. It really fits, Predator fits really well into his drawing style. Scarlet Witch #3. And Polaris is going to be the big thing. You know, she's coming to visit her sister's new magic shop when they're going to be interrupted by a microscopic warrior who desperately needs their help. So they're going to put aside their own things that are going on, and they're going to take a fantastic journey through Subatomica. But at the same time, the dark past of Wanda's enigmatic shop clerk Darcy Lewis comes back with a vengeance. Got a really nice, I really like this cover, the A cover, Russell Dodderman. B cover, another timeless variant, Mephisto. C cover, I like this one also, Carmen Carnero Women's History Month variant cover. And a David Nakayama MCU variant. Don't know exactly what the MCU variant is, but Nakayama's been doing a lot of really great covers lately, so it should be another good book. Next, we got X-23 #1 facsimile edition. It's going to be reprinting the introduction of Laura Kinney as X-23. So we've got a Billy Tang cover there. Not a lot to add other than that. Just a great facsimile, especially if you're a fan of X-23. New X-23 series though. Deadly Regenesis. Limited series, 5 issues. It says Laura's trying to put her past of being an assassin and all that behind her. But as hard as she tries to escape her past, there are forces that continue to drag her back, and she'll have to fight them tooth and claw to stay out of that old past that she had before. And it said this is set during X-23 days as a member of X-Men and X-Force, where she walked away from the island of Utopia to find where she truly belongs. So it's going to be a totally new story about Laura Kinney. You got a Kalman Andrzejowski cover here. I really like this one. It's a ACA Women's History Month cover. Elena Casagrande Stormbreakers cover. And another Peach Momoko cover. Book I really like the premises of here. It's a Mad Cave book called Hunt, Kill, Repeat. The ancient Greek gods invade Earth and take over and force the world to comply to their new rulers. However, one god, Artemis, rejects her brethren's way of doing things when she finds the love of a mortal. So Olympus, she's called by Zeus to Olympus to answer her betrayal. They strip away her powers and leave her for dead. But now 10 years later, Artemis is on a quest for revenge to confront her father Zeus for taking away everything she ever loved. I really like this A cover right here by Ryan Kincaid. Got a B cover by Marguerite Sauvage. Warzone. It's about a man who lived through the old Cold War kind of days and all that stuff, and he walked away from it, but now he's going to be called back by the government to go back into the world that he lived in before. And they sort of mention the idea of the Taken trilogy by saying that he's going to have to fight his way out of the predicament that he's in using his particular set of skills. So you see here, it's a short mini-series, 4 issues. Got a really nice Raza A cover with the Russian nesting dolls. Movie homage there, kind of the James Bond kind of look here with a Mike Deodato cover. Ridgeline #1. It's about a father and daughter who are a team of wilderness survival guides. They're out leading a group of executives, out into one of these team building exercises out in the wilderness to try to, help them grow as a group. But unfortunately, somebody has decided to use this as an opportunity to take them all out. And now it's going to be up to Jack and Janie Sparks to use their survival skills to try to keep everybody alive as they're hunted down by this enemy. And we've got a Roberta in Granada A cover. Moving to DC, we've got a crossover here. DC Ruby 1 of 7. It says the world of Remnant comes crashing into the DCU. Grimm are running amok around Gotham City, and Batman's trying to find out who has brought these terrible monsters to his city. And they find themselves coming face to face with Team Ruby, and they're going to have to join up and try to fix what's wrong. Here we've got a Megan Hetrick A cover. Harley Quinn 27. This is supposedly the end of the multiverse of Harleys, but it's going to be, you know, one big story to finish it all up, where you're going to have Harleys from all the other universes and Poison Ivy. And it's going to be Harleys fighting Harleys. So, you know, it's all the Harley Quinn you can ever ask for in one book. You got John Boy Myers A cover. You've got an Alex Garner cardstock B cover for $1 more. Jenny Frison, another cardstock cover for $4.99. And last book of the night is Milestone's 30th anniversary. That's going to be a giant-sized anthology. As you see, $9.99 for it. It's going to tell stories that celebrate the 30 years of all the Milestone characters. You're going to have Static and Batman team up that go back to the style of the Static animated TV series. You're going to have a grown-up Raquel Irvin inheriting the mantle of Icon. And there's going to be a reality warping story where the members of the present-day Milestone meet their 1993 counterparts. So there's going to be something for everybody there to enjoy. You've got a Dennis Cowan A cover, Nicholas Draper Ivy B cover, the adult version there you see of Batman Beyond and Static Shock, and a Scott Gerald's one that harkens back to the Static animated series. Well, that does it for the show for tonight. Remember, guys, get your orders in by February 4th, around 12 o'clock, please, so we can get them ordered out for you. And thank you very much for coming in tonight. Brandon, I'm sure will feel better by next week, and we'll get everything back to normal. And we really appreciate you guys coming in and spending a little time with us.